Guys, on this special edition of War a Week Boxing, we welcome back the incomparable Big Rick Glaser.
Rod Vashon Holden presents the living embodiment of the American spirit, my brother, Rick Glaser.
Guys, I tell you what, this is a very special occasion indeed, because we're welcoming back the big cheese, the incomparable Big Rick Glaser. Rick, how you doing, sir?
Good. Stop with the accolades and get to all the questions.
Yeah. I tell you what, man. I called you a little bit earlier and was like, man, there's really nothing on the schedule. And you're like, are you high? Are you high? There's a lot on the schedule. In fact, a huge fight coming up on October 12th. And that's Baturvia versus Beeville. You're absolutely right. And that's Riyadh season. I'll tell you what would our schedule look like without Turkey El Sheikh's involvement, sir?
Well, I don't think the great fighters would be fighting, but they would be fighting each other.
Yep. You're absolutely right about that, because that's what we've seen and we've grown accustomed to seeing, right?
Yep.
So I tell you what, we're going to get all into that, right? We're going to get into Tank Davis. We're going to get into the Devin Haney, Eddie Hearn debacle. We're going to get into all of that. We're going to get into everything tonight. But I do have to ask your opinion first. And here's the big one, brother. And this is right off the bat. Is Anthony Joshua done?
Well, sadly, it sounds like he's going to fight again, but he shouldn't fight again.
Explain.
He's done. He's done looking at dinner. He's got a lot of money. He should leave it. He should leave the game with his health and welfare and finances intact and say goodbye. But, agreed. I'm sure the people around him, he's their meal ticket, so they're all going to push him. You know how that goes.
Well, oh gosh, you know what, man? So what does this tell you as a boxing lifer, Rick, that Eddie Hearn's initial thoughts was he wanted to take on Tyson Fury, win or lose, dependent, regardless of outcome in December, on December 21st, right? He thought Anthony Joshua, his best course of action was to face Tyson Fury, the Gypsy King, rather than jump into an immediate rematch. That was his initial thoughts, and obviously that's been overturned by the man himself, Anthony Joshua, one of the sport's biggest attractions, to the dismay of Eddie Hearn. Now, what are your thoughts on Eddie Hearn coming out and saying that initially after that loss that we
Listen, if Eddie Hearn was a prostitute, he'd have the shortest black skirt and the highest, shiniest red high heels he could find.
Yeah.
That's Eddie Hearn. He's just a hoe. He can't help himself.
Well,
he's a hypocrite. He's a hypocrite. He's a huckster, and he just is. For guys who's supposed to be classy and have money, he acts like like he's a bottom feeder.
Well, I tell you what, if he's a bottom feeder, then what would you call Devin Haney, in which he hit up Fast Eddie And once again, that's a big tribute to Motorhead, one of my favorite metal bands of all time. Let me kill Mr. May you rest in peace. And so once again, he hit up Fast Eddie for some free tickets to go see Joshua Dubois. And boy, this caused a big scuffle, verbally anyway. What are your thoughts on that? And is that just a testament to how pampered and privileged fighters have become these days?
No, he's entitled to free tickets. If his dad would have called me, and I was going to a Golden Boy show, let's say, because I'm close with guys at Golden Boy, and they would ask me for 2 free tickets, I would have said, "Yep, now let me go get 2 free tickets."
And Devin was loyal to Eddie Hearn.
Yeah, yeah. Eddie just out of control. I mean, Eddie was wrong
Wait
there.
a minute.
You
Wait a minute.
don't do that. You don't do that.
Wait a minute. Is that the incomparable Sonia in the background?
Yes, it is.
Tell him what I said.
You tell him.
You know
God
what?
bless you, Sonia.
Could I say something?
Speak your piece, sister. Come on.
Because you know what? Devin was loyal to Eddie when he shouldn't have been at times. So therefore, for him to act that way toward him was very that was very unkind. I mean, have some compassion for human beings. I mean, but see, that just shows you what type of guy he is, because he's not, right now on top and he's going through something. It's like, screw you. I don't have to do this for you. But Devin didn't have to try to take him along, when he was up in number 1, he tried to always include Eddie. Devin did not have to do that.
Yeah, he didn't have a contract with Eddie.
Okay, he didn't have to do that.
You know what, guys? This is awesome. I love this tag team. And you know what, Rick? I feel special.
Shame on you. If Eddie Hearns is listening, shame on you. Shame on you. Shame on you.
Shame on you, Fast Eddie. Shame on you, Fast Eddie. The incomparable Sonia just said so. And there it is.
And you know what? He's supposed to be a man that comes from money. Obviously, his peers didn't teach him any class.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, Eddie Hearn is a living testament that money can't buy class.
Well, Rick, I now I know why you refer to the lovely Miss Sonia as your better half.
She's definitely my better.
And there it is.
What? I'm gonna tell you this. I feel embarrassed because last time me and Rick was in we were in New York, and I yelled at Rick because he didn't speak nicely to Eddie. And now I feel embarrassed of doing that.
Oh, you know why? Now you know why. Yep. And there it is. He's not only two-faced. Now, what would you add to that, Rick? He's not just two-faced.
He's everything a human being is not supposed to be.
Well, yeah. What did you used to say about his mouth? It's like an octagon.
Yeah. He talks out 8 sides of it.
And there it is. I tell you what, Sonia, are you an avid boxing fan?
Oh yeah.
Yes, I am.
Were you an avid boxing fan before you met Big Rick?
Yes, my dad, he loved boxing. And when I was a little girl, he just loved boxing, and he always, watched boxing, all sports. So I didn't have a chance not to, be, I had to watch sports. Him and my brother, they just made me. So there it is. So
I'd be honest with you. She's beautiful. I love her. She's wonderful. But I don't know if I could have married a woman that didn't like boxing, because it's my life. So they have to enjoy it too.
And there it is.
And I'll tell you a little secret. Before I met Rick, I used to date a boxer.
Wow.
Yeah. But that time out. That was 30. That was 33 years ago. So it wasn't when she says before, it was a long way before me.
Well, I tell you what, thank your lucky stars it was a long time before you, because you wouldn't stand a damn chance if it were recently, brother. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, Big Rick, because you know what, brother? Look. Once again, let's test this is such a special treat. And honestly, this is great. So let's test the metal and the ring intelligence of Miss Sonia. So
But
who do you
wait, let
like?
me tell you what I told him. I
Oh,
told him, let me tell you what I told him. Didn't I tell you how the fight was going to work out between who did I say?
Belenga and Canelo.
I told him Belenga was going to shock everybody. He was going to go to 12 rounds. That he was
wow.
going to do great. Everything I told Rick, it happened. And I also too told Rick that when Devin was going to fight, it
Right.
Ryan was going to shock people. That it was going to be a upset. I told him that also.
Wow. Well, I tell you what, she knows her
Because
stuff. She knows her stuff.
Ryan has a great left, he has a great left hook, and that Ryan, he's a good fighter.
Absolutely. He's very athletically gifted. He has
Yep.
got speed and reflexes that are beyond most fighters' capabilities. And yeah, he's very gifted.
Sonya's got, who's got great reflexes? Sonya. She
And
grabbed.
I'm a good boxer.
As soon as I dated her, she grabbed me right away.
Hey, yeah, you know what? She had to show you who was in charge. Yeah.
Oh yeah, she definitely wears the pants in the relationship. Even when I'm wearing the pants and she's wearing a skirt, she's still wearing the pants.
Brother,
No, but
you're lucky.
I respect boxing. I respect the skill of it. I love it. So I'm a fan of boxing, and people are shocked when they talk to me and they realize
Yeah, it's not just a pretty face.
and I know a lot about the sport.
Well, I tell you what, it's such a joy to speak with you, Sonia, because the voice definitely does the face justice. God bless you, sister.
Thank you. So I had to just get on there and share that about it.
Hold on. We're going to test your ring IQ here. So who wins in a big time matchup between Canelo versus David Benavidez, sister? We already know that.
Oh, well, I'm going to say this.
But who wins in a mythical matchup at this point, Miss
Oh,
Sonia?
well, that is who I like, right? Rick?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you know who's going to win against that. Canelo won't win. He will not
Wait
win
a minute.
again.
Whoa. I'm sorry. Hold on. Repeat that one more time.
Who said Canelo's not going to beat Benavidez?
No, he won't beat him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. Can you explain why, please?
Oh, he just won't beat him. Have you looked at have you really watched him lately?
How about Canelo?
I'm talking about Canelo.
He's been slipping. He looks to be slipping.
Right. And
in the immortal words of Rick Glaser, he seems to be on the back nine.
Yeah. And he deep down he knows that's why he's like handpicking his, he's trying to handpick the people he wants to fight. When you see fighters do that, they just study and they kind of handpicking. He's handpicking now who he wants to fight. He knows that he's slipping because you know your body.
Oh wow!
And so that'll be, that is going to be a loss for him for sure, without a doubt.
So you think that's why he's avoiding David Benavidez because it's
exactly
no surprise, right?
That's okay. He's strong. He's strong. He know he will lose.
Okay.
He know he will lose. So he's doing everything he can so he won't have to avoid him because he know that will be his downfall.
Wow.
You know what it is? He can't withstand his power. He can't withstand his punches. He can't withstand it.
His volume. That's what you're saying.
No, he can't. That's what I'm saying.
Wow.
Okay, so let me remind you, I'm on the show tonight.
Woo! Touche from Big Rick. I tell you what, Sonia, it is an absolute pleasure and an absolute joy. God bless you, sister. Thank you for joining us
tonight. Thank you for asking me that. I've been wanting to let everyone know that he will not win against him whatsoever.
I tell you what.
He's too strong. He's too powerful, and no, he wouldn't be able to do it.
Well, wait a minute. I asked you about Canelo and Benavidez, not Rick Glaser in the bedroom.
But you know who? Ask me who my favorite fighter is.
Uh-oh, let's hear it.
You know who it is, Rick. I said I was going to get him a hat to say I'm not bad, MF.
Uh-oh. Oh, let's hear it.
Crawford.
Oh, TC. Bud Crawford.
Crawford is the baddest man right now to me on the planet. And he should have a hat. He should have a hat just saying I'm a bad motherfucker, and that's all it is to it.
Woo! I tell you what, Rick, hold on with both hands because, brother, you've got a good one. You've got a good one, my friend.
My wife, she's wonderful. Definitely my better half.
Yes, she sure is, my friend. In fact, when are you guys going to start your own podcast?
No, we've been talking about it.
And I had an opportunity to meet Crawford, and I told Rick I was going to get a hat made up for him to say that I'm just a bad motherfucker, and that all it is to it, or a T-shirt, because I just think that of him.
And there it is. And that is well,
remember, it's not I'm a bad motherfucker. It's I'm just a bad motherfucker.
Right on. I tell you what, let's go into a deep dive. Let's find out the 5 most dangerous questions for Miss Sonia at this time. What's the best movie you've seen recently?
You know what? To be honest with you, I don't watch any movies.
Uh-oh.
No, I don't.
Neither do I.
I read a lot.
We have a lot in common.
I read.
Okay.
I'm just
what's the best book you've read
and
recently?
A lot of reading that I do is really spiritual.
You know what? I just started up a spiritual channel, and it's called God's Perfect Love. Please subscribe.
Wonderful.
Sister. Yep, please subscribe because I go over scripture and I do all that good stuff, and that's my alter ego.
I'm into a lot of manifesting and things like that. Things that people think is weird, because everything start out spiritual to me.
Yep, when you walk in the spirit, everything is weird to people who aren't on that spectrum, right? So let's move on. Let's go to, do you support the Buffalo Bills?
Oh, of course. I'm a Bills fan.
Oh, you're a Bills fan.
Especially when they're 3-0. Especially when they're 3-0.
Do you support the New York Yankees?
No, I don't like baseball.
Oh my gosh, Rick. Well, you know what? Nobody's perfect.
Yeah, Rick loves baseball. It's just too slow for me. It's too slow.
The 2 things we don't have in common is that I like NASCAR and I like Yankee. I like baseball. But Sonia actually likes the Indy 500 type races. She likes the Indy cars.
Well, I'll tell you what, we've got a question from the chat from Simping in the Water. Welcome to the show, sir. I don't even know what the hell that moniker means, but hey, we'll take it. Sonia, what's Rick's favorite soul food dish?
Everything. But I'll say this: his favorite is ribs.
No shit,
yeah,
brother. Wait, whoa! A Jew eating pork? Are you serious?
Well, I didn't say they're pork. Maybe they're beef. How do you know that? you're jumping to conclusions.
Guess what? If it's my relatives, it's pork.
Yep. Woo! Yep, you're right, Rick. She does wear the pants, my friend. Woo!
Oh yeah.
I love it. Sonia, it's been an absolute pleasure, sister. Thank you so much for gracing us with your presence on this night.
Thank you.
God bless you, sister. And Rick, you are a blessed individual, my friend.
I'm listen. Let me run this past you. You ready?
Let's hear it.
I started out. I took a hobby and then turned it into a business. Okay, a full-time business. I would say I'm world renowned.
No, you're great at it. You're great at what you do. You're elite.
Okay. I beat cancer. I married a great woman, and I have no liabilities as far as headaches go. Every day, I just do my business, take care of my wife, and do what I want to do. I don't drink, smoke, do drugs, so I lead a pretty good life, Joe.
You
Doing what I want to
lead
do.
you lead a great life, brother, because you are in the same home with your best friend. And I can
Yep.
already sense that. I can sense
Oh
that
yeah.
right off the bat. And
Yep.
once again, that is so rare. You guys are like frickin' frack, brother. I love
Yep.
it. I love it. I love it. And so God bless you guys. So let's move forward. Let's get Sonia's take on W.A.W versus Beeble coming up on October 12th. Who wins? Dimitri Beeble,
She,
the
she,
conqueror
she,
of Canelo
yeah, she
Alvarez,
said
or
she
Arthur
says
W.A.W.
that we just talked about this before we went on the air, and
Let's
she
do it.
said it's
Let's do it.
too.
Let's hear it.
Well, she said it's too close. That B-ball's a big puncher, but older, like what I have said,
Yep.
and that
Yeah.
he gets injured too often. And the
Yeah.
other guy is a good boxer, younger, and accomplished. And it's a too hard of a fight to
It's
pick.
kind of too hard of a fight for me to pick.
Yeah, and I feel the
Oh,
same way.
that's a toss
Yeah,
up. That's a coin flip. That's amazing. So
Yeah.
the
yeah.
fans should be in for a great one. Hold on, I'm gonna answer this one for you, Sonia. Okay.
Answer it for me.
Simpin also says, Sonia, what made you interested in Rick? Let's face it, not exactly Brad Pitt. And look, I'll answer this. He can lick
I
his
answer
eyebrows. No. Here it goes. He can lick his eyebrows. How's that? Is that
it.
okay? Is
No,
that
you know
okay?
what? Rick really, he really cares about me, you
And
know,
there it is. That's it.
and yeah,
That's
um,
it. That's it.
that's it, you
You know
know,
what? You know what? The heart is everything. The heart
yeah.
is everything. You know what?
Hmm.
You know what? I'll take that over anything because I'm look coming from a guy who's yeah, I've been with two women who have tried to take my life. So you know what? You are a bar of gold, and Rick
You
is
mean take
very,
over your
very
life or
lucky.
take your life? Kill you?
Yeah, they tried to kill me too.
Oh my God!
Oh,
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. I forgot. I forgot. This is Texas. It happens down there regularly. I forgot.
Woo! Hey. Conceal and carry, my friend. Conceal and
Yep.
carry. Hold
and
on.
you know
I'm
what? Can I tell you one funny story with Rick? When
please
I
do. Please
when
do.
I met when I met Rick, you know, my religion Pentecostal, and he's
Hmm.
Jewish.
Hmm.
And Rick used to on Sundays, he would say, where you going? And I said, I'm going to church. And he said, I'm going to come with you. And
Wow.
my pastor said to me, Sonia, who is that guy that comes with you all the time to church? And I said, oh, he's my friend. And he said, let me ask you a question, Sonia. What nationality is he? And I said, he's Jewish. I said, he's Jewish. He said, you mean a Jewish guy is coming with you into a Pentecostal church? And
That's
I
true love.
said,
That's true
yes.
love.
And he said, Sonia, well, let me ask you a question. Why is he your friend? And I said, what you mean? He said, because he seems like he cares an awful lot about you. He comes all the way to the Pentecostal church. A Jew?
Yep.
A Jew never
That's it.
walks into a Pentecostal church. And I started really thinking about that, you know, and he would be ready every Sunday. You know, Pentecostal is a long service, and
Yep.
he just sit through it all. Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
They they
Rick, I
they
tell you what.
started. They were jumping up and down singing. I was jumping up and down singing. My son said, "Why are you doing that? If I don't, somebody might shoot me."
Oh, yeah.
Woo! I tell you what, guys, this is special. Like, I've never heard this on any other podcast. Sonia and Rick, the dynamic duo, together on World Week Boxing. I feel honored. Like, honestly, guys, this is special. This is so good. So, we're going to pick your brain while we still have you here, Sonia. We're going to pick your brain. Who does Canelo? Wait. We'll go to something a little bit easier, right?
Canelo should fight
Maybe.
Crawford
Holy shit. Really? Okay, here it comes. Why? ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué, señorita?
because you know
Señorita.
why?
Let's hear it.
He should fight Crawford because everyone wants that fight. All the fans wants it, I think. And I mean, who do we want to see him fight? We really want to see him fight Crawford. Crawford wants to fight. I think everyone wants it. I mean, that would be the fight of the century. I really feel that's the
Wow.
fight.
Do you
You
think
know,
Bud has a chance of dethroning the super middleweight king?
yes,
Wow. Rick?
I do too.
yeah.
I've said it all along.
And there it is. And there it is. I tell you what. I love that. I
He's
absolutely
gonna
love that.
see. Remember, Canelo's gonna see a guy using angles and distance and close the gap on him suddenly, and can fight on the
Because
inside.
he keeps saying, Canelo keeps saying, well, I'm the best, I'm the best, I'm the best. Let us see it. Let us see it. Let us see it, you
Woo!
know. And that's what I keep saying. Let us see it. You know, the people that you're picking, I mean, you're not picking really the best, you know. You picking like, people that's not the best, but let us see it. The best should
Okay.
want to fight the best,
You know
you
what?
know.
You're absolutely right. And that's exactly what the sport needs. You're
Right.
absolutely
Because if
right.
I was the best, I would want to fight the best.
Hell yes. Hell yes.
Even if I lost, I would be able to take it and say, you know what? I fought the best it was. If I lost against the best, I would be like, I don't like it, but you're the best.
Damn
Okay.
straight, sister. Damn straight. Last
But you
question.
know
Last
what?
question for you, Sonia. Last question for you.
But you
Okay.
know what? The new society, I'm talking about this generation, they don't want to do that. They want to go, they want to duck and hide and play. And
Oh my
no,
God.
you should fight the best. If you're the
Rick,
best, if you're saying that you're the best.
Rick, hold on with both hands, my friend. Hold on with both hands, because this is a gem. You have a gem living in your house, my friend.
No, it's our home, not my home. It's our home.
And
Well,
even I'm gonna
no,
tell you
hold on.
this.
No, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Even I'm
Go
gonna tell
ahead.
you
The
this.
floor is yours.
Even the thing with Devin, you know what? I would respect more Devin. Just say you lost the fight and move on. I mean, it's no excuses. Okay, Ryan, maybe he took some drugs. I think he took that to lose the weight. That was wrong. But you got to accept you don't feel good about yourself until you really accept. Look in the mirror. You got to look in the mirror and accept it. You know
Oh my
what? Oh,
gosh.
I
Rick,
lost. I just
Rick,
lost.
Mm.
Rick,
Um,
where did you find this girl? And do
and
you
don't
have
get me
one for me?
wrong. You know what? I'm gonna say this. Don't get me wrong. I love Devin. I love him. I love his father. I think his father did a wonderful job with him. But you got to come to a acceptance. Hey, look, I lost here, and you got to move on, because when you do that, you become better.
I
And
never
there it
I
is.
never saw such a good looking woman at a bus stop than my wife.
I love it. I love it. I tell you what, one last question for you, Miss Sonia. And I've been saying that now for the last 10 minutes, but I'm
Yeah.
going to say it one last time, okay? Tyson Fury, Alexander Usyk, the rematch, December 21st. Who wins?
Real Tyson Fury.
She's not a big believer in him.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. 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 Uh-oh.
Uh,
Uh-oh.
he's not my
Woo!
favorite, really.
So
I
you
never.
liked Alexander Usyk for the double.
Yeah.
Wow. I tell you what, if you don't mind, Sonia, we would like to occupy your husband for
Yeah.
the next 15
You
minutes,
can
if
have
that's
him.
okay. Thank you
Yeah.
so much, Sonia. But I will tell you, it's been an absolute joy and an absolute pleasure to hear your lovely voice for the first time on
It
More
was
Week
listening to
Boxing. Thank you.
her Ronnie Shields tonight. You picked the winner.
Yeah, I picked the winner, brother. God bless you, Sonia. Thank you so much for everything.
Thank you.
And thank you for keeping our boy in shape. I love it. Woo! God
Thanks for
bless you,
having
Sonia.
me. God
Yes,
bless.
no, thank you for being here, sister.
Yep.
And
Take care.
I tell you what, Rick, you weren't kidding. She's not only a firecracker, but she is everything you said she was, and that's
Yep.
amazing.
Yep.
I tell
Absolutely.
you what, once again, hold on with both hands, brother. Hold on with both hands. But I will say this, Rick, your thoughts on Anthony Joshua once again, now that we have more listeners in the queue, your thoughts on Anthony Joshua. Should
He should.
he continue?
No, he should retire.
Oh
And
boy,
then
what you
I
see?
mean,
So
and
once again, you've got those eyes. You've got those matchmaker's eyes. So what did you see that leads you to this conclusion?
he's got no legs left. Um, he looked like he was frightened. As soon as he got hit the first time, in the first round, he looked like he was frightened.
Wow.
And that's not a good sign. You know,
No.
the legs aren't there, the reflexes aren't what they were. He couldn't get out of the way of a jab, for Christ's sakes, the whole fight.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what? I second that, brother. Let's go to our main event of the evening. So it's a damn shame, though. I will say this about Anthony Joshua. We can't state enough what he's meant to the heavyweight division over the last 5, 6, 7 years, right?
Yeah.
And he will be sorely missed if he comes up a cropper in his next bout. So what are the chances of him actually going through with a rematch
I
of
don't
Daniel
know.
Dubois?
I don't want to talk about it in a sense that what are the chances, because I don't want to see it happen. I think he should retire.
I agree.
Even though I'm a boxing lifer, I am very humane, and a guy shouldn't be fighting anymore. He shouldn't be fighting,
Yep.
and he shouldn't be fighting.
Yep. Danny Drew, our brother, welcome to the show, sir. He says, men are unconditional. Most women are conditional. Rick, you're a lucky man. Yes, sir. Yes,
Thank you.
sir. Yes, sir. And there it is. And Simpin in the Water says, Rick, does Sonia have any single sisters?
She has no she has no sisters, but she has a single brother. In case she's
Well,
interested.
no, thank you. No, thank you. We're not pride flag waving guys here. But I will say this. Rick, tell us about the upcoming Golden Boy Riyadh season debut in November. And it's going to be on November 16th, correct?
Yeah, it's a big show. It's going to have Jordan Ramirez. He's WBA champ versus WBO champ Chris Billum-Smith from the UK, fighting each other in a unification cruiserweight bout. And you got Jose Ramirez versus Arnold Barbosa. You got Kenneth Sims versus Oscar Juarez. I mean, you got a whole bunch of good fights. Oscar Collazo defending his title, his WBO 105-pound world title fight. And I think I'm missing one. I might be missing one bout. I'm not sure, but it's going to be a real, it's called, I think it's called Latino Night or Latinos Night or something like that.
Yep.
And it's going to be a really good show. It really is. Oscar's taking great, Oscar De La Hoya and Eric Gomez. The president of Golden Boy, Eric Gomez, they're taking great pride in this, and they should. I think it's a great show.
Yep. And Simpin in the Water says Oscar Duarte.
Yes, Oscar Duarte. And Oscar Duarte, right. Yep. Uh-huh.
That's it. That's it. I'll tell you what, guys, and we can't wait. It's going to be an amazing event coming up, guys, and we highly advise you to purchase this one because we know you didn't purchase
No,
Joshua
it's free.
versus...
Wait, hold on. That one's free. It's not on pay-per-view.
Explain, sir.
It's not on pay-per-view. It's going to be on DAZN. And Oscar wanted it that way, and he talked Turkey Al Sheik into it being for free, and he wants to give it to the people. And it's basically an early Christmas present is what it is.
And there it is. And there it is. And did you mention William Zepeda on that card?
Yeah, William Zepeda. That's the other one I was fighting. William Zepeda is on the card, and he's fighting Tevin Farmer. It's an excellent show. It really is.
And there it is. And there it is. And our brother Danny Drew, he's also a boxing lifer. He says, Joe, ask Rick about this possible matchup of upcoming heavies, Richard Torres Jr. versus Moises Aitama. And once again, hold on, Rick.
They're they're
Now
they're, they're not
let's
they're not fighting. They're not fighting. So let's.
and can you
and- and
explain why?
They're just not going to. Well, why? Why? They're both young heavyweights, and in 3-4 years from now, they might be in the top of the heap, and it's a big fight. Why are they going to fight now?
And there it is. And there it is. I told
I
you that
will tell
last
you
night, Danny.
something. I will tell you something very unique about both fighters. They're both left-handers.
And there it is. And there's what did you think about the stoppage of Richard Torres and Joey DeVeco?
Well justified. Man lost his mouthpiece 6 times. Whether he lost is his business. Whether he got hit, and they were coming out, or they just flew out. You know what? Yeah, you have to have professionally fitted mouthpieces. You don't go to the athletic store and buy one and dip it in hot water.
So what went wrong? Let's go back to this last Saturday night's main event, right? We already know that Hamza Shiraz is the real deal at 160, right?
Well, I'm
So
not. I
let's
don't know about. I think ability wise, but whether he's got a good chin or not, yet to be seen. I don't know if he's got a good chin. He was wobbled a couple of times in a couple of fights. He was down in one fight earlier in his career. I'm not sure he's got a great chin, but I think that he's an excellent fighter. There's no question about that. The rest of him, he's got super fast hands. He's big for the weight class. He's powerful, and his physicality and ring IQ. There's no negativity. Whether he's got a good chin or not, we're going to have to see. I don't know. Maybe it was just stage fright. Sometimes it's stage fright. Sometimes you just get caught when you don't see one coming. But let's see how his chin is before we anoint him as the next great thing.
Yep. In the immortal words of Don Warwick Chargan, my mentor, he always told me this. He said, "Don't get too high on a prospect until you see how well he handles adversity." And there
That's
it
right.
is. And there it is. And I will say this. I will say this. Look, Rick, let's go back to this past Saturday night. Is there anything Anthony Joshua could have done differently, or is he just definitely shot to bits?
Well, I'm not saying he was shot going into the fight, but he's definitely shot now.
Oh shit. Boy, that's
You know,
not good
he
news.
left a lot of himself in the ring that night. You don't go down that many times and get face planted and all that kind of stuff and just walk away like nothing happened. I mean, he didn't have the legs in the fight. Imagine what the next outing will be like. Even worse.
Oh geez. Oh geez. So let's pick your brain here, Rick. Let's throw some matchups at you. Who do you like? Daniel Dubois versus Joseph Parker. Who do you like?
I like Dubois for multiple reasons. I think he's a little faster. I think he's fresher, and I just think it's his time. I think he's one of those kind of guys that improved 50% as a world champion. I think he's improved. He loves the feeling of being a world champion. Wants to stay that way, and that's big.
Yep. You know what? And it's funny. I stated as much, and I was going to put some long green on Daniel Dubois until I got called in by a gym owner to go MC and do ring announcing for an amateur contest. So I was there for like 7 hours, and yeah. So I didn't get to place my bet, but I was kicking myself in the ass when I saw the outcome. And there it is. And there it is. So let's move on. So we're on matchups right now. Let's go to the main event of the evening. Who will Tank Davis face in December? Rick?
Lamont Roach.
Oh, geez. That's the way it seems, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Rick, why is this happening, sir?
I don't know. It's sort of disgusting.
Oh, Chingao, dude. Chingao. Okay, so we're going to go back a couple Saturdays ago, right, to Canelo versus Hamburger Langa. Rick settled this debate. I have a lot of fans and a lot of listeners telling me that, oh, Edgar Berlanga, he really surprised me. He went that. Did he just try to pack it in and make it to the finish line?
No,
Are
not
we
at
getting?
all. Not at all. He went for it in the
Let's
10th,
hear it.
11th, 12th. The 10th, 11th, 12th, he gave 1,000% of himself. I wouldn't say that at all. Not at
Very
all.
good.
He got up
So
off the
that
canvas in the third. He fought back gallantly. I mean, I found nothing wrong with his performance. He's just not as good a fighter. That's all there is to it.
and
So
there it is. And
that's
there it
simple.
is.
Listen,
And
if he was
so
as
there
good
it
as
is.
Canelo, if he was as good as Canelo wouldn't have been fighting him.
And there it is. And boxing scientists, I hope you feel vindicated, my friend. Because he told me as much last night, and I disagreed. I said, look, it looked like he was just trying to make it to the finish line. He
Nah, not at
wasn't
all.
trying to win.
He just didn't. He doesn't have the capacity. He's just not in that league. So it looks like to some people that he was just trying to get to the finish line because he doesn't have that capacity to win. He tried, just doesn't
Yep.
have it.
And there it is. The Rick says so. So we'll get you another matchup. Mario Vargas, your favorite fighter, yeah, versus Abel Ramos. Who do you like on November 15th?
I didn't think anybody cared unless you live in San Antonio.
Oh, shit. Come on, brother. Just humor me, please. Humor me.
It's Abel Ramos is just a journeyman fighter, and it's an easy win for Barros.
Yep. Well, wait a minute. You say it's an easy win for Vargas.
Mm-hmm.
You don't
Yeah.
think the style matchup is going to give him any problems?
Oh, what for 2 minutes? I mean, not really. It's just Abel Ramos isn't that good. He's just a guy.
Okay. Very good. Very good. We're moving on. So what's on the slate? What's on the calendar for Teofimo Lopez? Have you heard anything? Because this guy seems to be pricing himself out of
He just
every
he
significant matchup.
listen. I have a really good line about certain things. When people
Yeah.
ask me about somebody, I like at the TFE, I says I can't put my mind in the mind of a crazy person. I
Oh,
don't know how
shit.
that guy's nuts.
Oh, Chingao. Hold on. We've got a couple questions for you, Rick. Before we let you go, oh boy. Simmer in the Water says, what are your thoughts, Big Rick, on Ben Davison and that shitty ass advice he gave to AJ during the
Well,
fight?
I'm not blaming Ben Davison. I know Ben Davison to be a very good trainer. I wish people should stop calling him boxer sizer Ben and all that bullshit. Ben Ben Davis is a very good trainer. He had nothing left in Joshua. Joshua has no legs left, and he's scared shitless to get hit because he knows he's got no legs. Don't forget one thing: a fighter knows what he's feeling. He knows what his body's telling him. Okay, and he knows he was shot.
Yep. And there it is. Boxing Lifer says, Rick, how many pay-per-views did the Canelo fight actually do?
I'll announce it in a couple days.
And there it is. My guys tell me it's between 700 and 750.
We're way wrong. Not even close.
Really,
way
you
wrong.
did more than that.
No, way less.
Really, way less.
Way less.
This is coming from my guy from Foxtel International.
Okay. I'm only going by the United States. I'm not going by anything overseas.
No. He gave me this disclaimer, and he was just telling me United States, right? He gave me this disclaimer. He said, look, this is an assumption because he has no access to the DAZN numbers.
Okay. I got a number and I'm checking into it because it was remarkably low. And I got a number and I'm going to check into it, and it take me about 24 to 48 hours to verify it.
Damn,
I'm waiting for a phone call back.
Rick. We're gonna have to ask you back. Hold on. Let me get Sonia on the line again. She'll get the truth out of you, brother. Yeah.
She's laughing.
Woo! I tell you what. Look, we're at the end of the rope because Yeah, Rick, you've got to get off the line. You've got some business to attend to, as
Yeah,
usual.
I got an overseas conference call coming at 12, and I got to get prepared for it.
Well, I tell
That's
you what,
right.
Rick, any parting shots for our listening audience, for you and Miss Sonia as well?
Yeah, I'm very shortly. I'm coming out with a bad guy list on top 12 bad guy list on Twitter, and a top 12 good guy list in boxing list coming up very shortly. It'll be out sometime in October, both of them, and look for them. It's at Real Rick Glaser 1. It's a verified account. There's a lot of fake Rick Glaser accounts out there, but this is a real one. This is verified, and you know. Appreciate everybody following. I answer all boxing questions on Twitter. And Sonia said you're laughing.
I'm laughing because Sonia's laughing. That's just beautiful, man.
Well,
And look, Rick,
I'll
I
tell you
have
one
to
thing
tell you
about
this.
those two lists.
No,
Let's hear it, sir.
the reason why I'm laughing at this list, when he first told me he was going to do a good guy, bad guy list, I thought it was terrible. But then when he did the list, and it was people calling him and saying, why you put me on a good guy list? I want to be on the bad guy list.
Yeah, people were begging to be on the bad guy list. Only in boxing.
Only in boxing. That is right on. Well, I tell you what, guys. We've been honored to be able to speak with now my new favorite couple in boxing. God bless you guys. And once again, on behalf of the Real Rick Glaser, I'm Joseph Heron. You've been listening to World Week Boxing. Have a great evening, everybody.
Rod Vashon Holden presents the living embodiment of the American spirit, my brother, Rick Glaser.